So the learning activity number 3, and the members are Mejia Denise, Catherine Mosquera, Jonathan Quintana, and Jessica Rivera. For this learning activity, we are presenting emerging use of a mixed method research. So what is mixed method research? A mixed method research is basically the mix of quantitative and qualitative research, and in a single study. And also, Harvard Court 2015 claims that mixed method research is important nowadays because of the complexity of problems that need to be addressed, and also the rise of interest in qualitative research and the practical need to gather multiple forms of data. And to develop a mixed method research, the reason is because when a researcher wants to compare the results and interpret them. And before start our research, we have to keep in mind the worldviews. And the worldviews are basically considered as general orientation about the world and the nature of research that a research holds. And there are 4 worldviews, which is post-positivism, constructivism, advocacy, and pragmatism. When to use mixed method research? Tegan 2021 claimed that there are some reasons for using mixed method research, and there are generalizability because of the sample size, contextualization because when you want to add more details to your conclusions, credibility when using different methods to collect data. And then we have characteristics of a mixed method research by Creswell and Plano-Clark. So they claim that collecting data with mixed method provides closed-ended and open-ended databases. Also ensure the appropriate sample size for quantitative and qualitative analysis. Also integrates the data during data collection and analysis discussion, and also presents the same samples or different samples with procedures that implement both methods, and frame the procedures within philosophical and theoretical models. Sorry.
The advantages. Are that offers a way of making research more meaningful, complete, and purposeful. That is the case when using either a singular qualitative or quantitative approach. It's a complete and accurate research that provides a better understanding. Also, there is a complete collection of quantitative and qualitative data that allow for complete information. Foster collaboration, networking, and the use of multiple worldviews by encouraging the interaction of quantitative, qualitative, and mixed methods, multidisciplinary teams of scholars, and performs data comparison to improve the results.
Okay, limitation. It is common in mixed studies to divide from the research design for the following reasons that occur when combining a quantitative and qualitative approach in the same study. So, the researcher to divide from the research plan when encounter quantitative and qualitative data that contradict. Discover methodological gaps in the study due to the nature of combining approaches, like as will be discovered in the interview process that the questionnaire used doesn't address the whole issue or the new issue emerge that is necessary to study, and the researcher has 2 options: conclude his study sorry, and accept this is a limitation for research, or modify the design to respond to them. So in a simple way, the limitations are: it can be more complex to carry out, it may require more expertise to collect and analyze data and to interpret the results, or finally, combining the different methods requires extra research, such as time and money in some cases.
Types of design used in educational research. Creswell 2006 mentions that the 4 major types of mixed methods design are: the number 1 is the triangulation design. Peyton 1990 mentions that the intention to bring together the strengths and weaknesses of quantitative methods, large sample size, with those of qualitative methods, small number size, but in deep. Number 2 is embodied design. This model defined by having qualitative data embedded within experimental design, such as through experiment or quasi-experiment. The priority of this model is established by the quantitative experimental methodology and the qualitative data set invariant within that methodology. The number 3 is explanatory design. Morse 1991 mentions that this is suitable for when a researcher needs to qualitative data to explain significant or not significant results, and when a researcher wants to form groups based on quantitative results. And the last one is this design is particular, exploratory design. When a researcher needs to develop and test an instrument because one is not available. Creswell 1999. Researchers using this design build on the results of the qualitative phase by developing an instrument, identify variables, or stating propositions for testing based on an emergent theory or framework.
Benefits for conducting a mixed method research. Mixed method research is really useful in understanding contradictions between quantitative results and qualitative findings, and also reflects participants' point of view because ensure that the study's findings are grounded in participants' experience. So that is why conducting mixed methods provides different perspectives and analyzing and interpreting data. Thank you.